Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're just going over the UFC cuts. They cut 11 fighters, and some of them are pretty crazy, to be honest. I mean, you got Askar Askarov on here, a top contender. Supposed to fight Brandon Royval. Couldn't make the weight, and turns down a catchweight fight, and then he, I guess, asks for his release from the UFC. So, very weird one. Unfortunate to see because he's a really, really good fighter. But he's going to do great things other places, I think. But Askar Askarov, 14-1-1. It's pretty unbelievable that he's leaving the UFC. So, yeah, it's a little crazy. And then Luis Cosa. And then another one's kind of crazy is Christoph Jocko. I talked about how it's a big loss for Jocko when he lost to Brendan Allen, kind of getting dominated as he did. And I think the reason why he's on this list is because he would win some and then he would lose a couple, and he never really was exciting. He never really, I guess you could say he won, and he definitely did, and he had a pretty good UFC record, and I think that's a big thing. But he just, I guess they just didn't think he was going to be much. So, yikes. And then you got Magomed Mustafayev, 14 wins, 4 losses. He's out. Charlie Ontiveros is out at 11-9. And then Jesse Robinson, who we've seen recently get finished by Joaquin Silva with a flying knee. Jesse Robinson beat Nicholas Dalby by rear naked choke. He hurt him and then submitted him. And then went on a bit of a losing streak after that. Got changed to a no contest for popping for something. And then Cameron Van Camp is being released at 15 wins, 7 losses, 1 draw, losing his last 2 by KO. Yikes. Darian Weeks losing 3 in a row, even though I did think he won his last one. Didn't really think he was even that close, and they gave it to the other guy, but that's the name of the game, and he lost. Jason Witt's out. Again, not surprised. It says flyweight Askar Askarov requested released due to a flurry of health issues in recent months. I guess he could potentially re-sign with the UFC after he returns to full health and recovers from his injuries. Oh, welterweight Jason Witt announced his retirement early this week following losses in 3 of his last 4 fights and getting KO'd as he had done. Oh, okay. And honestly, one I'm super surprised is cut is Nick Maximov. I think that fight with Jacob Malkoun would have been really, really good if Nick Maximov didn't hurt his knee. But the fact is, he did hurt his knee, and he did get finished in his last fight. Again, I'm still kind of surprised they let him go, because I think he can be really, really good. But it also might be very good for him to get out there, get some experience, get some wins, and get that confidence back. I think it's a big deal for him. And then come back to the UFC. I believe he's only 24. Super, super young. So expect to see Nick Maximov back in there. Misha Cirkunov should have been out of the UFC years ago. He's just not good. It's just what it is. Yeah. Again, expect to see Nick Maximov back in there. That is all of the releases they did. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the releases of who they released and all that. For sure, hit that subscribe button as hard as you possibly can. Leave a thumbs up as well and put a comment down below. And you guys know what it is. Peace.